literally kick off, but... Oh. And, Coach, it looks like it's a good afternoon for some football.
Love the tiger paws on the hats. And, there's the swan. Wow. The dolphin. Just gorgeous. Just gorgeous.
55 degrees today. Sunny. A little humid, 89%. Wind was a... factor earlier in the week, but today just 4 miles per hour as we get set here at the 62nd Pop Warner Super Bowl Championship Friday.
And we're going to see Palm Beach start off on offense, and let's look for number 2, Hardly Gilmore, early in this football game.
6 touchdowns, 30 tackles for Hardly Gilmore as the Wildcats start on offense. And right away, they'll hand the ball off. But, Coach, that's Rashawn Brown. Big gain on the opening play for the Wildcats.
Wow. A lot of times defensively, you have some jitters to start a football game, and that was an excellent job. But you know that your whole team was keyed on number 2, Hardly Gilmore. You come with Rashawn Brown on the opening play, and he hits a massive gain. All the way down to the 30-yard line of Far West. Rashawn Brown, 4'11", 99 pounds, running back. RJ, they call him.
We'll see if RJ gets the ball here. 1st and 10, fresh set of downs, and they do give it to him once again. And good gain on the first down carry for Brown. So, Coach, the Wildcats back-to-back plays to Rashawn Brown to kick this one off.
Yeah, and watch the wing back here to the left of your screen. That's number 2, Hardly Gilmore. Watch his block on this play. Boy, he turns out the outside linebacker, and that creates a seam right there for his running mate, Brown.
What does it mean to have a player like that, Hardly Gilmore, go out there, score touchdowns, tackle, but then on top of all that, go out there and block?
He is just a great football player. And now they have him at wide receiver.
2nd and 7, they keep the ball on the ground to Brown. He'll be a couple yards short of that first down marker.
And this is just a terrific job by Coach Curry and their game plan. Obvious, they know they're keying on Gilmore, number 2, so he has been a wing back, he's been a tight end, he's been a wide receiver. Of course, the Far West Tigers, they're tracking him where he's lined up, and here comes Rashawn Brown at you.
Almost like a decoy out there.
Absolutely, so far.
3rd and 3 for the Wildcats. There's Gilmore touching the ball for the first time in the game. And Gilmore will pick up the first down.
Hardly Gilmore on the run.
Brian, you said for the Wildcats they wanted to start fast. They have started slow the whole tournament. I think this qualifies as a fast start. And this is Malachi Holiday, number 11, that comes from the linebacker spot to make the tackle. In coaching, it's funny, if you really emphasize something, you normally get a result in that area, and Coach Curry has gotten a big result with this fast start.
Fast start, aggressive play. That's something the Wildcats haven't seen in their first 2 opening games. Another fresh set of downs here. The pitch out to Gilmore. He handles the high snap. And he'll break a couple of tackles, and coach, just like that, we mentioned him in the pregame, Hardly Gilmore, as advertised, opens up the scoring for the Wildcats.
Well, they loosened up the defense with Rashawn Brown early in this drive, and then here comes the big back, Gilmore. He breaks 3 tackles on this run. A toss, excellent block right there by the broken tackle. Spin move, broken tackle, 3 broken tackles, and there he goes. And this Gilmore kid is really amazing.
And coach, looks like they're kicking, and of course in Pop Warner that's worth 2 points.
Yep, and of course this young man here that's attempting, this is Caden Acosta, 5th grader.
And that one's blocked, coach. So the Tigers block the extra point. The Wildcats will take a 6-0 lead. They wanted a fast start, coach. They certainly got it.
Boy, that qualifies. That is more than a fast. That's an electric start.
And coach, let's take one more look at the Hardly Gilmore touchdown run.
Count the broken tackles right here. Makes a nice cutback. Missed tackle. Off to the races.
Well, Hardly Gilmore, one of the best running backs in this tournament. Coach, let's take a look at some of the best running backs to ever play in the Pop Warner Super Bowl.
Boy, and there have been some great ones that have played Pop Warner. I love Darren Sproles. He has certainly stood the test of time. Frank Gore. The 2 guys on the outside are fairly new, but they've been outstanding.
And here come the Tigers, their first carry of the day. They're going to give the ball to Gio Richardson, but he's brought down back at the line of scrimmage out to the right.
And that was Hardly Gilmore from the linebacker spot that ran a blitz right up the middle. Then he almost got it, but Gilmore missed the tackle on that one.
And coach, you mentioned earlier in the broadcast, chemistry's high on this team. We'll see if the Tigers can utilize that. There's Richardson's sister.
R.E. Richardson. Nice.
2nd and 10 for Far West. They'll hand that one off to Holiday. They'll pick up a yard or so.
Gilmore on the tackle.
Holiday on the carry.
R.E. Richardson is the brother and sister are 11 months apart. She is, listen to this one. She is a very accomplished barrel racer. The family have horses, and she's an equestrian. Very, very efficient with barrel racing. How about that?
A lot of multi-sport athletes out there. 3rd and 9 for Far West. The pass to Richardson almost intercepted there, but Richardson catches that, and coach will set up a 4th and short.
Yep, and again, here's the split screen of the brother and sister act, and here comes R.E. into the game.
Have you ever seen anything like that, covering this tournament for 8 years, having a brother and a sister on the same team?
No, I have never seen that, and I think it's fantastic. And, I have a 12-year-old granddaughter who's a heck of a football player. She plays flag football.
Gotta love it. And the Tigers did pick up the first down on that last throw, so fresh set of downs here. Holiday stopped in the backfield.
Malachi Holiday.
On the tackle.
And the fundamentals on this Far West team are exceptional. And I asked Coach last night, I said, you're the leverage with the offensive and defensive line. And they have a blocking sled. Not many Pop Warner teams have, there you see Coach Wade, not many Pop Warner teams have blocking sleds. That is far and away the best way to teach young people how to use proper leverage in the offensive and defensive lines.
2nd and 10 now for the Tigers. They'll hand off fullback, and coach, big hit on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, they tried to run the counter play, and this is Legend Falcon, I think, the quarterback right there. That is Legend Falcon, the quarterback that makes a great hit from the linebacker spot. Nice job, Legend. What a great name. What a great name for a quarterback.
3rd and 11.
Name of the tournament. You can throw that play in to the category of hit of the tournament as well. 3rd and 11 for the Tigers. And they'll air it out for the first time. Second time this possession. What a grab there by Manny Ramirez. We highlighted him in the pregame, and Manny Ramirez continuing his dominating performance in this tournament.
And what a great throw by Kane Manon. Just look at this. I mean, that's well played defensively. That's just an outstanding throw and catch.
First and 10 on the 33.
High point the football. We saw this young man on defense dominate a game in the semifinal, Manny Ramirez. He can play offense, too.
And we know Gabby's back at home applauding that one. Gabby's here applauding that one. Family back at home as well.
Yep.
Looking on.
It's they're having a watch party, and kind of early in the morning in Phoenix right now, but they're having a watch party out there to cheer these young men on.
Everybody block someone.
3:58 remaining. Far West down 6-0, but they have the ball at the 33-yard line. Second and 10.
And Manna going to go to the air there and knock down by the defense. That's James Smith.
James Smith.
That was the safety. You called it. James Smith knocked the football down, and I tell you, it's a good thing he did, because they had a big play if he doesn't get his hands on that football. First, third and long now for Far West. Let's see what they can do. They split out. Manny Ramirez and Giovanni Richardson are both split out to the left of your screen in the spread formation.
And Manna going to go through the air here, and that pass just short of the receiver. So, Coach, 4th and 10. What are we doing in this situation with 3:33 to go in the first?
They'll definitely go for it here. And we would assume that we'll see that spread formation, spread the field, and this is how they send in the plays. That's the offensive coordinator, by the way, Jeff Ewing, that they alternate wide receivers is how they get the plays in and out of the huddle. I would assume that we'll see some form of a spread again. And we do. Again, that's Richardson and Ramirez to the left, and now motion to a 3-by-1 formation.
And here's Caden Manna on 4th and 10, airing it out to Richardson, but that pass is intercepted. So turnover on downs. Wildcats, that's legend Xavier Charles.
Yeah, that's the X factor. Xavier Charles from the cornerback position. Nice job of high pointing the football right here. They tried to run the out and up to Richardson. Ball's a little underthrown, and the corner's in great position. High points the football, and a good tackle by Richardson. First drive thwarted with a turnover.
And Coach, how about the turnover chain? Doesn't quite fit on the helmet.
That's right. You got to get the hat off to get the chain on. There you go.
There it is.
You got to have a turnover chain or a belt or a trophy or something now in football. It's required.
Well, the Wildcats, second possession of this game. They're going to keep it on the ground and pick up a decent gain there of 4 yards. 2nd and 6.
This whole turnover chain deal, about 10 years ago, I was doing an Arkansas State game, and I think that they're the ones that originated this whole. They had a turnover belt that they would. First time I saw it,
like a wrestling belt.
Yeah, and then now the whole thing is spread through. I'm surprised I haven't seen it in the NFL, because it's spread through football throughout. All the colleges, all the highs, everybody got to have some kind of a gadget.
2nd and 6, and they'll keep it on the ground to Gilmore. Hardly Gilmore picking up the first down. Coach, did you have any turnover chains or anything like that at Rutgers?
No, we didn't get many turnovers. It would have been a problem anyway, but no, that was back before all this trend started. Let's see. I probably would have had a miniature Brooklyn Bridge or something. I don't know. Look how tall and strong. He is strong as a running back. Tall, good looking. And the thing that to me is most impressive about Gilmore is he just has a knack for setting up his box. I'm sure we'll see a situation in this game, and he has got great vision. Here he comes. There's an example. bounces it outside, cut back. Hey, that could have been a minus play, and he turned it into about a 6-yard gain. He is very, very skilled. Folks, this is a little counter play. Remember this name. You're going to see him on another level of football. Wow.
And even when there's 5 players around him, you don't want to count the play out because we know what he can do with his feet. And with that stiff arm. 2nd and 6 now for the Wildcats. This quarter's been flying by. And a flag on the field now.
Illegal substitution on the offense. 5 yards, replay, 2nd down.
Scott Speaker is the head referee today. All of these officials, volunteer their time. And the travel, everything, they're as dedicated as the coaches. Thank you, guys. We really appreciate your efforts with these young people.
Second and 11 for the Wildcats.
Quarterback draw.
And 1 broken tackle and pick up about 4.5 yards on that carry. So 3rd down for Royal Palm Beach.
That was Malachi Holiday, number 11 for the Tigers, that made the initial hit from the linebacker spot. I love this high end zone camera. This is, if I had my choice of a place to sit in the stadium, that's where it would be, right there.
The Wildcats going through the air. James Smith with the grab.
Pass complete to James Smith.
That's down to the Tiger 49. So 4th down, upcoming for the Wildcats.
Yeah, both these teams have quarterbacks that can throw it. That was Legend Felican right there, number 8, that made that throw.
1st and 10.
Okay, it's actually going to be 1st and 10 for Royal Palm Beach. Final minute of the opening quarter here at the D1, D2 Junior Pee Wee Championship.
Spread formation. Good snap.
And the Wildcats going to go through the air, and coach, that one just a little overthrown there.
Yep.
Incomplete pass, Wildcats.
Too far outside.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Timothy Allen, right there, was the intended receiver. I love their motto: enough talking, less play. This team has never been here before. They've never qualified to get to the tournament, so this has got to be exciting for Coach Curry and that whole coaching staff.
And we got a timeout on the field. The Wildcats, Samuel Curry's squad, going to talk this one over with 31 seconds to go in the 1st quarter.
Yeah, I think there was a formation issue. They came with, and I've seen a lot of teams in Pop Warner this year running that formation. It's an unbalanced with a really overloaded to the one side with blockers. And there you see Coach Curry. He is a behavior specialist in a high school. And that's a pretty good background to be a football coach, I think. And of course, on the other side of the football, there you're looking at the Far West Tigers. Coach Wade is a director of food and beverage at a Hilton in the Phoenix area. Different styles. Coach Wade has an offensive and defensive coordinator that call the plays on both sides of the football. Coach Curry calls the offense for his team. There's that unbalanced, strong formation and a counter off of it.
Yeah, Hartley Gilmore going to keep that one on 2nd and 10.
I thought it was a terrific, let's give Coach Curry a lot of props. That opening drive, here's the direct snap to Gilmore. That's a counter, and that's Brown, number 3, leading the blocking. But they used Gilmore as a wide receiver, a wing back. a tight end. And we saw Brown carry the football, and that really, I think, was a big factor in that opening score.
And that's the end of the first
Well, Coach, that's the end of the first quarter in the D2 Junior Pee Wee Championship. Wildcats leading the Tigers 6-0. We'll take a quick commercial break for Doug Graber on Brian Shinaki. We'll be right back.
Running through Disney theme parks when you participate in a Run Disney race weekend. Whether you're a beginner or an experienced runner, Run Disney has a distance for everyone from 5Ks to marathons. And with some amazing race weekend themes like Star Wars and Classic Disney, you'll be cheered on by some real characters. Looking for your next finisher medal? Visit rundisney.com to learn more.
Put a spell on you because you're mine. I can't stand. Come on. What's up? I can't stand. I put a spell on you.
Stadium at the ESPN Wide World of Sports Complex has been the home of the Atlanta Braves spring training since 1997. With over 9,500 seats, multiple skyboxes, and open-air suites, Champion Stadium offers the same amenities as a Major League ballpark, but provides all the magic of the Walt Disney World Resort. For more information on visiting the complex, visit ESPNWWOS.com.
Welcome back. Wildcats lead Tigers 6-0. Coach Doug Graber, Brian Shinaki. And Coach, how does the plan alter when you head into the championship game?
Well, I'll tell you what, it really doesn't change much, but the game plan becomes a key factor. And these coaches, they pound the midnight oil now. They work at it.
3rd and 8 here for the Wildcats.
Boy, just what Far West did. Now they've got him at 4th and about 8, and they've somehow got to stem the tide here. And again, Gilmore comes all the way across on a screen underneath, and that's a nice open field tackle.
4th and 8.
I think that was Jordan Bowles that made that tackle. He's the vocal leader of that team. Good job, Jordan. Key 4th down call now. And, on the other side of the football, the Wildcats have somehow been able to neutralize their great defensive player, Manny Ramirez. We haven't called his number often. See, they've got Ramirez. Now he's going to. Ramirez is shifting across number 32. Now here he comes. Ramirez is shadowing Harlan Gilmore. That's obvious what they're doing.
And the Wildcats take a timeout on the field. Let's toss it down to Jordan Giorgio on the sideline.
Thanks, Brian. Well, guys, I'm sure you can tell, but Royal Palm Beach really sticking to their enough talking, let's play motto. There is absolutely no talking on this sideline. Their heads are in this game and focused on heading back to Palm Beach, Florida as Super Bowl champions. Brian, back to you.
Thanks, Jordan. And Coach, I know you're all about that motto.
I love it because, of course, I'm a little older and I'm kind of old school. I'd be the first to admit it, but I'm not big on all the talking that goes on in football now. And I when I was the head coach in NFL Europe, all NFL players I had one rule. Okay, you talk, you better back it up, buddy. I better see it on the field. And if they didn't, they heard about it from me. I promise you.
They rode the bench for a couple of days, hours.
I could make them uncomfortable. Let's put it that way.
I don't want to see that side of Doug Graber. All right, 4th and 8.
Oh,
and
wow.
Coach, big encroachment call there.
Yeah, and that was Legend Felican that hard
ball.
count drew him offside.
Encroachment. Defense.
Well,
5
that makes
yards.
it now
Still
much,
fourth down.
much more doable fourth down.
And let's take another look, Coach.
Yeah, just watch the snap count. Watch Felican. He got him. Not just one. He got the whole bunch of them.
So 4th and 3 now for Palm Beach. And a high snap. And Legend's going to keep this one, but the Tigers. Big stop, turnover on downs.
Yeah, the big, huge fourth down defensive play. That's a nice job. That was number 9 in there on the tackle too, Richard Hinckley Jr. The defensive tackle got some penetration.
Gotta love it. Championship Friday. These two teams battling in our first game of the day.
Okay, here comes the Tigers. Power I. This is our base set. Giovanni Richardson, nice job. Good, well blocked up front. You know what they call that formation? The Power I, they call it the Battle Cat. That's their name. When they say Battle Cat, they know they're in the Power I. And that's just a simple double isolation play, really well blocked.
2nd and 5, they'll give the ball back to Giovanni Richardson, but this time the Wildcats take him down in the backfield.
All the Florida teams can run. They have team speed. And Richardson started up, tried to break it outside, but just too much speed.
Well, the Far West Tigers, a 14-0 record this season. One team, one dream, and as we mentioned in the pregame, the season's dedicated to Gabby Ramirez. And a lot of folks working behind the scenes to get this team to the next step. And, Coach, what happened on that one?
Well, he did not get the ball cleanly from the center, and that through the timing of the... Take a look. This is Kane Manicourt. Watch him. See, he doesn't get the snap cleanly. And, of course, you got a dead play now.
4th and 10 now for the Tigers.
Now, okay, some confusion. Are we going to have a punt possibly? Let's see. Nope.
And Kanan Mann going to go to the air, but the Wildcats, a big 4th down sack. And, Coach, there were about 3 or 4 Palm Beach players in the backfield.
Rashawn Brown being the main guy right there. He was unblocked from the defensive end spot. They ran a blitz, and watch number 3, unblocked. Gets the sack. Key play for the Wildcats.
So short field position now for Royal Palm Beach.
Love the demeanor on the sidelines of both these staffs. Calm. Kids are having fun. See a lot of smiles out there. Love it. You know, we talked about Gilmore. Rashawn Brown has been outstanding this first half.
1st and 10 on the Tigers 37.
And they're going to spread the field here on 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground, pick up a couple.
Both of these teams can play defense, and both of these teams have been dominant on the offensive side of the football. There you look at Manny Ramirez. He had absolutely the greatest defensive game I've ever seen in the 8 years I've been doing Pop Warner in the semifinals. He made, I think, 14 unassisted tackles and did not miss one tackle in the game.
Second and 8. Wildcats going to keep it on the ground. That's Hardly Gilmore showing off his speed. And take it down at the 30-yard line.
That was Giovanni Richardson that made a terrific open field tackle on one heck of a player. I talked to Giovanni's father is on this coaching staff. Had a nice visit with him the other day. Got his son and daughter on this team. That's pretty cool. And by the way, Giovanni had a birthday yesterday.
Happy birthday to Giovanni. Third and 3, keeping it on the ground, and Coach, a big first down there for the Wildcats. That's Tyree Pearson Jr., a name you don't hear really often out of the backfield.
We haven't seen him much in this tournament carrying the football, but that was a key conversion right there. Take a look at playing the fullback, and he runs tough north and south.
And the first downs favoring the Wildcats in this one so far. 5:24 to go in the first half. 6 first down for Palm Beach. Just a couple for the Tigers. Fresh set of downs for the Wildcats.
That's Malachi Holiday, the fullback, carrying the football. And hey, he knows how to puff, punch, and move the pile.
Six-yard pickup makes it second.
You know what? And this is a scrum, no question about it. And look at the offensive line come in and just get it pushed a little bit further down the field. You know, that used to be a penalty in football, and I think about 8 years ago they changed that. And I like the rule. The one reason we haven't called Manny's name much is he's been playing corner this whole football game and not the linebacker.
And the Wildcats haven't really gone his way today. And what a move at the line of scrimmage. The cut. Hello Sports Center SC Top 10 worthy there for Rashawn Brown. Wildcats now up 2 TDs.
That was a terrific job, and you called it. High snap. What a move right there at the line of scrimmage. Wow. He stuck that right foot in the ground, and buddy, he went north and south. Rashawn Brown has been the guy here in the first half for the Wildcats.
5 plays, 37 yards, 255 on that last drive. And, Coach, they're going to go for the kick for the 2-point conversion. And this one is no good, so the Wildcats will take a 12-0 lead late in this first half.
You know, and the 2 missed kicks here, that could be a factor later in the game. That's Caden Acosta, the kicker.
Coach, let's take another look at the replay, and I believe that's LB on the Xbox controller.
Great move right there by Brown, and that's being chased by Richardson. But the 12-0 lead, the Florida team has been really tough here in the first half.
And Royal Palm Beach, their road to the championship, knocking off the Coastal Eagles. Coach, we did that broadcast, 33-13 in the quarterfinal, and then a closer game versus the Brick City Lions out of New Jersey, 19-12 in the semifinal.
Yeah, and of course in the opening game, Gilmore scored 4 touchdowns in that game. But I love it. This is football, and now we've got other people stepping up for the Wildcats, mainly Rashawn Brown. That's Gilmore on defense.
And what does it say for a team like that, to have the superstar on the field, but to know that there's other guys that could step in and carry the load?
Hey, that's exactly right, Brian. That's football, and that's what makes a great team. I've never seen a great one-man team yet. Now, Gilmore, he was on his way to maybe changing my mind here, but not today, not in the championship game.
Well, that's why the Wildcats are in the championship. 2nd and 10, Tigers. Airing that one out, but Royal Palm Beach doing it on offense and doing it on defense.
You know, and that's Gilmore again. And, you know, he's got the it factor. He's so good defensively and offensively. He has an ability to see the field. And, you know, some people call it instincts. I think it's vision. Some kids and NFL players just have the vision to see what's going on all the way across the field, and he's got it. You can't teach that. He's got it. Very instinctive.
Tigers 2 for 4 on 3rd down. Big one here, 3rd and 10. Final 3 minutes of the first half. Down 12-0. They'll go to the air. And that pass is incomplete. So, Coach, 4th and 10 upcoming.
Yeah, 4th and 10 now. Decision time for Coach Wade. You're down 12-0. There's 2:46 to go in the half. punting the football on the junior peewee level is sometimes an issue in terms of the snap and the protection and everything else. Let's see what he comes up with here. Remember, Jeff Ewing is the offensive coordinator for this football team.
There's head coach Robert Wade and his staff. Looking on, hoping to see the Tigers put some points up. And, Coach, they will punt.
Oh, a good one.
Great punt by the Tigers. And an even better tackle on special teams.
Really, really well executed. The punter was Giovanni Richardson, and the key issue there, Brian, he got a great snap, and man, did he boom that punt, because if they had given the ball to the Wildcats right there at their own 30-yard line, that's tough, and that's a great open field tackle. That was Kane Mann, the quarterback.
So you got to think the Wildcats with the football, with the lead at 2:36 in the first half, that they'll take their time running this ball down the field.
Well, it absolutely crucial now for Far West. They cannot give up a big play in this situation.
And that one's handed off. Tigers are there to make the tackle.
Manny Richardson.
Ramirez with the tackle.
Manny Ramirez.
And, Coach, how about the snaps today? We've seen quite a bit of being high for the Wildcats.
We've seen it all week. Of course, all of these Pop Warner teams mirror what they see in college and the NFL, and we've seen a lot of shotgun. And there's been some issues snapping the football. And that guy, he better be an athlete back there, because we've seen some snaps all over the place. Key huddle defensively. The defensive coordinator for Far West, you saw him right there. That's Richard Holliday. Father, of course, of Malachi Holliday. That's his dad right there, getting the defense pumped up. Can't give him a play here. Cannot give him a big play with just 2:23 to go in the first half. Down 12-0.
Well, Coach, let's take a look at Pop Warner by the numbers. It's been an incredible week here at Walt Disney World. The 22nd consecutive year at Disney.
And people don't realize, look here in the middle of your screen, 5 countries represented here coming to Pop Warner. Here you see all the different divisions and the number of teams that qualified to get here. Remember, all these teams have to win at least 2, have to win their league and win 2 playoff games to qualify to get here to the championship tournament.
No easy task. That's Doug Graber. I'm Brian Schnack. You're watching the D2 Junior Pee Wee Championship. Palm Beach with a 12-0 lead over Far West. Big thanks to Rashawn Brown, the offensive side of the ball for the Wildcats. Palm Beach has the ball with 2:19 and ticking to go in the first half. Legend out to Smith. And he'll be a couple yards shy. Third down upcoming.
That was a great open field tackle by Ryan Rivera. Good job, Ryan. Because if he doesn't make that tackle, well, take a look at it. He's at the corner spot, reacts to the ball playing a cover 3, reacts to the ball being thrown. That is the Seattle Seahawks rugby style of tackling right there. Well done.
And looks like there's a player down. Coach, coming up at halftime, Tom James joins us in the studio for highlights, stats. We'll have a coach interview down on the field with Jordan Giorgio, and we'll have updates from Championship Friday. Another championship week, Coach.
Boy, I'll tell you, it just doesn't get any better here in Pop Warner. It's been a great week up to this week. We've had some great competition. We've had some overtime games, and it's been fun to watch. And now Championship Friday, Championship Saturday tomorrow. Pretty cool stuff.
The weekend's going to be on fire. 2:08 to go in the first half. We'll take a quick commercial break.
Experience running through Disney theme parks when you participate in a Run Disney race weekend. Whether you're a beginner or an experienced runner, Run Disney has a distance for everyone from 5Ks to marathons. And with some amazing race weekend themes like Star Wars and classic Disney, you'll be cheered on by some real characters. Looking for your next finisher medal? Visit rundisney.com to learn more.
Welcome back. You're watching the D2 Junior Pee Wee Championship on this beautiful Friday morning from Walt Disney World, Palm Beach, with a 12-0 lead over the Far West Tigers.
3rd and 3, 2 minutes to go. Clock running.
Wildcats on offense.
Spread. Quarterback draw.
Another high snap. That one falls into Legend's hands. Picking up the first down, Coach.
Yeah, and that was Manny Ramirez making a great open field tackle right there. Otherwise, that's a big, big play. Take a look. Watch number 32 right here and watch him come in. Beautiful. Wrap the hand. Beautiful. Beautiful fundamentals.
And another high snap for the Wildcats. They'll go through the air. He's got his receiver open, but that one hits the ground. Coach, you mentioned Manny Ramirez. It seems like his tackling just seems so effortless.
Oh, yeah. And, that's
easy.
In athletics, people that make things look easy, those are the ones that are really good. And he certainly does it.
And his mom on the sideline, watching on.
God, Gabby, we certainly wish you the best with your battle with breast cancer, and I know you're proud of that young man, and you should be. He has put on a show here at Pop Warner.
Man, this team from Far West rocking the pink ribbon on their helmets. 2nd and 10 now for the Wildcats. They're going to go through the air, and receiver just slips, and broken play on that one.
Yep, and there was a lot of air under that football. That Damon Allen. He plays a linebacker on defense. And
that was not a punt.
No, but that was certainly up there. But Damon Allen, he missed 6 games with an injury early in the year, but he's really been playing great for the Wildcats, especially on defense. There's Mr. Ramirez.
And since Damon Allen came back, he's led the team in tackles. And 3rd and 10 for the Wildcats. And there is a flag on the field, 2 flags, and they'll bring Gilmore back for a huge loss.
There's a flag on the play.
What number?
And Coach, I believe that's a face masking. Yep, there it is.
No question about that call. That is a big-time face mask.
Wow.
That was Richard Hinckley, the
Personal foul.
that
Face
got
mask
his hands in
on the
there.
defense. 15 yards.
That's
replay.
huge because they had him for a big loss. Now that's going to give them a first down. They got 1:11 to go here in the first half, and they got some field position too.
Not an easy task to take Gilmore down. He used his whole body weight there by the face mask. I've never seen that before. 1:11 to go in the first half. Wildcats with a fresh set of downs after the face masking call.
3rd and about 3.
And they'll go back to the ground. A couple of big-time moves there.
Rashawn Brown.
What a half for Rashawn Brown.
The Far West Tigers are keying on Gilmore, and here that's just great. That's a great game plan by Coach Curry and that offensive staff. The Far West Tigers are, and again, they're so aware of exactly where Gilmore is. They motion him across the field, and here comes Brown at you the other way. That's a great game plan, Coach. I'm impressed.
And head coach Samuel Curry is going to use his final timeout of the half to stop the clock with 47 seconds, looking for some late points in this first half. But so far, Coach, the Wildcats, dominating performance on both sides of the ball.
Absolutely. And we're used to seeing the Florida teams. Honestly, they've been dominant here in the Pop Warner tournament. Not this year. This year, we have teams from all over the country, but this is one Florida team that obviously is off to a great start today.
And we'll see how the Wildcats manage this clock.
You see Coach Curry. Just before that, we saw Richard Holliday, the defensive coordinator for Far West. Love the motto. Love the motto, Coach. Enough talking. Enough talking. Let's play. He's got the turnover chain on now.
He's hoping to keep that on. As the Wildcats are on offense, 47 seconds, another high snap, screen pass.
Missed tackles.
And who else but Hardly Gilmore taking the screen pass to the house. The Royal Palm Beach Wildcats, their third touchdown of the game, now 18-0 Wildcats.
Well, the key issue here was this play was well defended. But there were two missed tackles behind the line of scrimmage. They just threw the wide receiver screen to Gilmore. He's got three blockers in front. But watch the missed tackles right there. And, of course, let's give Gilmore some credit. He made a nice inside move and broke it outside. But the play was well defended. That's just a guy making something happen. And that should have been a loss, really. Feed me, Coach. Feed me. I'm hot. I got it.
And they'll go for the one-point conversion. Incomplete pass. Coach, what I've noticed from Hartley is even with 3 or 4 defenders around him, he still looks calm, no matter where he is on the field with the defenders with that tight pressure.
Absolutely. And, he is... And again, look at him walk this. I've seen so many great athletes like that, just slightly toed in like he is. But his vision and instinct are what really set him apart, in my opinion. He's got, obviously he's tall, he's got great speed, he's strong. But man, just his vision and instincts as a football player, whether it's on offense or defense, just set him apart.
In Far West, they haven't given up a point in this tournament up to this game, and so far the Wildcats putting up 3 touchdowns in the first half alone.
Screen.
And
taken down immediately.
And guess who that is? That is number 20, Michael Palmer.
Yep.
Holiday with the catch.
Or Damon Allen.
Damon Allen, that's right. Damon Allen's a young man that missed some games early in the season, but his coming back has really solidified that defense for the Wildcats.
And the Wildcats are going to use their first time. And, Coach, the snapping has been something that we've noticed all throughout the game. A lot of high snaps, but it looks like Coach has them working on it on the sidelines.
Yeah, that's Demon Pierce, the center. And he said, hey, see, and it's let's look at one more. It's a simple play.
And Coach, let's take a look at the miscues.
Yeah, and it's just a fundamental. And you're looking at the high snaps here, and it really, what it does is it throws the timing off of all the plays. But they've been able to somehow, be pretty good. Wow, that one there is, of course, that tote. But unfortunately, a mistake with the face mask, and that led to a key first down on that drive, that penalty. But watch the snap here. It's just a straight arm deal, right back. But, it's easy on the sideline. When you got a nose tackle in your face, it's not quite so easy.
Final 20 seconds of the first half. Tigers on offense, 2nd and 13. Mana. He'll throw the hit when he throws that one, incomplete pass.
Yeah, the protection has been an issue for Far West, and that was the same, no question. Let's take a look at this huddle. That's Bowles coming into the huddle. Oh, there you have R.E. Richardson at wide receiver, number 4.
Third and 13, they'll hand it off.
Jai Ewing carrying the football.
And Coach, that should do it for the first half. Good cut there for Wildcat Ewing, but first half, all Palm Beach.
And that's the end of the first half.
As they lead the Tigers by 3 touchdowns in this one, Coach. They'll have to clean up the snapping, and they'll have to clean up the extra point conversion. So far, 3 touchdowns.
Everything that we preached last night to them in film study, and they doing a great job, man. Hey, they playing fast, they playing smart, they doing everything we supposed to do. Wildcat football, baby.
All right, and what about the snapping? Talk to me about those issues that you guys are having.
Issue with the snapping, the center not getting his booty down, so he snapping it a little high. We're gonna work on that at halftime right now to make sure he get it right. And if he get it right, expect more scoring.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you. Palm Beach County Wildcats, Royal Palm Beach, Mott City. Love y'all.
Guys, back to you.
Oh, I love that man. So animated on the sideline. We'll see if they can get the booty down, and Wildcats, baby. First half is in the books. All Wildcats in this one will be back for highlights and stats and much more.
Exciting first half, which brings us to halftime. The first of 4 championship games today. Royal Palm Beach putting on a clinic. 18-0 over the Far West Tigers after 2 quarters in the Division II Junior Pee-wees. Sort of a thrilling day. Welcome to our Pop Warner halftime show. Tom James alongside the coach, Doug Graber, and Brian Chinaki. And Far West, not used to giving up points like this. Already 3 touchdowns in the first 2 quarters.
Yeah, it's really been a dominant performance by the Wildcats in this game. And surprisingly so, and I thought it was a great game plan by Coach Curry, the way they used Hardley as a decoy on that opening drive.
That was very impressive. You got to say, who says you got to give the football to your best player, use him as a decoy? And how about the first half performance from Rashawn Brown?
Yeah, Rashawn Brown has been outstanding in the first half. No question about that.
Yeah. Well, Coach Graber, time for your teachable play on Manny Ramirez, such a textbook tackler.
He is, but again, to talk about this, I want to set this up and explain this. About 6 years ago, Pete Carroll with the Seattle Seahawks came out with a video on how to tackle, and it's a rugby-style tackling, and the base here is low with your shoulder and wrap your arms up. And this has been, this young man, Ramirez, is textbook rugby tackling style. And I talked to his coach, and they teach it, and they look at that video, and I told John Butler when this video came out, you should require every single coach in Pop Warner to study the rugby-style tackling that the Seahawks use. And it's really gratifying now to see so many teams using and teaching this fundamental part of football, wrap up, low, and shoulder tackle.
Well, I know you know Coach Carroll, and he is a defensive genius, and incredible video that he put together, and everybody is emulating it
Absolutely.
Now. All right, let's take a quick break. We're going to come back with your first half highlights, stats, and more for the 62nd Pop Warner Super Bowl.
Experience running through Disney theme parks when you participate in a Run Disney race weekend. Whether you're a beginner or an experienced runner, Run Disney has a distance for everyone from 5Ks to marathons. And with some amazing race weekend themes like Star Wars and classic Disney, you'll be cheered on by some real characters. Looking for your next finisher medal? Visit rundisney.com to learn more.
I put a spell on you. Because you're mine. I can't stand. Come on. What's up? Yeah! I can't stand. I put a spell on you. You're mine.
ESPN Wide World of Sports complex has been the home of the Atlanta Braves spring training since 1997. With over 9,500 seats, multiple skyboxes, and open-air suites, Champion Stadium offers the same amenities as a major league ballpark, but provides all the magic of the Walt Disney World Resort. For more information on visiting the complex, visit ESPNWWOS.com.
Hardly Gilmore. He has been something to watch in the first half. What a first half for him. He is the elusive running back, perhaps in this entire Pop Warner Super Bowl for Royal Palm Beach with an 18-0 lead over the Far West Tigers at halftime. Tom James, Coach Graber, Brian Chinaki, and let's take you to the highlights from the first half, and it's been a lot of Hardly.
Yeah, it's been a lot of Hardly Gilmore running this one all the way down the field, breaking some tackles. And, Coach, how about that? 5 broken tackles on one play to put the Wildcats up.
And, of course, here is a key turnover, a great job of high-pointing the football, and that, of course, was Xavier Charles, the corner.
And how about Rashawn Brown, the performance he had today, a couple of touchdowns, and then they go back to Hardly Gilmore on the screen pass, and with 4 Tigers in the neighborhood, he still makes something happen.
It made a great move. He sees the field so well. It's amazing.
He is so elusive and fast. And boy, the rushing yards really say it all.
Well, are you kidding me? Talk about a dominant first half. Wow, that's amazing.
All right, Jordan Giorgio down on the sideline. She has Far West, Coach Wade.
Coach, Royal Palm Beach came out quick. What was your message to your team at the half to get this offense going?
Well, a lot of football left. A lot of missed tackles out there. So the goal is just to make sure that we keep the boys focused and make the tackles. That's the key to the game.
And I got to ask you, how special is it to have Manny Ramirez's mother in the crowd today?
Yeah. We're glad that she was able to make it, and the kids love having her around, and it's a special moment for the team.
Thanks, Coach. Best of luck to you in the second half.
Thank you.
All right, Jordan, thank you. It should be a great second half. Don't count the Far West Tigers out. We're coming back with the second half in a moment from ESPN Wide World of Sports.
The ESPN Wide World of Sports complex is a cutting-edge multi-sport facility.
Leads the way for the dive to the 10, 5, touchdown USA.
Athletes from over 70 countries compete in more than 60 different sports, all at the center of the Walt Disney World Resort in Florida.
Blocked at the net, and there it is.
A returning champion has done it again.
For more information, visit ESPNWWOS.com. Champion Stadium at the ESPN Wide World of Sports complex has been the home of the Atlanta Braves spring training since 1997. With over 9,500 seats, multiple skyboxes, and open-air suites, Champion Stadium offers the same amenities as a major league ballpark, but provides all the magic of the Walt Disney World Resort. For more information on visiting the complex, visit ESPNWWOS.com.
Welcome back. Second half action set to kick off in the D2 Junior Pee-wee Championship. This is the 62nd Pop Warner Super Bowl. All Palm Beach in this one. Wildcats leading the Far West Tigers 18-0. I'm Brian Chinaki, joined alongside the coach, Doug Graber. And, Coach, how do the Tigers get this offense going?
Well, first of all, nobody saw this coming. I really thought this would be a extremely tight football game. And, it's championship games, Brian, are funny. And you talk about Super Bowls, a lot of times, the games that start close usually end up really close at the end. But that opening drive by Palm Beach, to me, set the tone for the whole first half. And there you see Coach Wade. And let's see what kind of adjustments they've made. And let's see if they can get themselves back into this football game now here in the third quarter.
With the ball,
Head coach Samuel Curry for the Wildcats said that they wanted a fast start. They got it with a big opening play from Rashawn Brown and a quick touchdown. 18-0 Wildcats. Tigers on offense.
Double wing formation. That was Damon Allen again. Boy, I tell you what, getting him back and healthy has really been the key to that Wildcat defense. That was a one-on-one, great open field tackle.
Second down and 10.
See the defensive line getting set up. There's Damon Allen, plays that middle linebacker spot, and he's got it too. He's got the vision and just the instincts to make plays like that, because that was a counterplay, and that was well done by Far West. Power eye.
Second and 10 for the Tigers. They'll hand that one off. It's Richardson getting a good gain there.
Yeah, double isolation play, made a nice cut, well blocked up front. Solid 5-yard gain. Sets up third, and I'd say probably close to 5.
3rd and 4. Back to Richardson. And, Coach, he's got himself a first down.
Just what the doctor ordered for this this Far West team. The Tigers, this opening, we talked about the opening drive in the first half. This is a key drive in the second half now. And a missed tackle right there. Strong, hard-nosed running. That's of course, Gilmore that comes and finally does make the tackle. First and 10, midfield.
And the Tigers going to hand it off back to the line of scrimmage, but waiting there is Hardly Gilmore.
Again, that was, I love that about Pop Warner. Love it. Love it. Watch Gilmore here on defense. This is a cutback to the fullback. And there's Gilmore right there. He stayed home. He read the play. He saw. A lot of times as a linebacker, you can see the seam develop in the defense before the running back gets there. He's one of those guys that can see it.
2nd and 9 for the Tigers, and in the backfield, a big play on 2nd down there is Damon Pierce.
Pierce with the tackle in the backfield.
Nice tackle, and again, that just absolutely puts them in tough position now. 3rd and 12.
And the third downs today. Wildcats 4 for 5. Tigers 3 for 7. Coach.
Yeah, 4 for 5. Obviously, that's outstanding. 3 for 7. That's not a horrible percentage.
3rd and 12. Manna to throw. But that Wildcat defense coming up big once again.
Damon Allen, boy, we've been calling his name a bunch today. He's the leader. If you have Allen and Gilmore at the linebacker spots, I'll tell you, they really make it tough to get anything going offensively. They brought the blitz, Damon Allen from the backside, and he got enough speed to run it down.
4th and 17 now. We'll see what the Tigers do, and it looks like they're lined up to punt this football, Coach.
Yeah, and Giovanni Richardson had a great punt in the first half. The key is a snap. Good snap.
And that kick is blocked. And the Wildcats.
Wow. Gilmore is unbelievable. He just, no matter where he's at on the... Oh, I'm sorry, that was not Gilmore.
A legend. So the quarterback grabs the ball out of the air, and just like that, the Wildcats.
Let's see if this works.
And Coach, it looks like it goes off his own blocker there.
Yeah, it went off the back of 21, Jordan Bowles. So the protection was good, but Giovanni stepped a little bit to his right to punt the football, and that's why if he would have stepped straight ahead on his first step, that would have been fine.
Palm Beach looking to add on to their lead, already up 18-0. Good start to the second half for the Wildcats.
Got to make something happen on defense. They need a turnover. They need a big play on defense. They need something to turn the momentum of this game.
And they'll go through the air. Pass that out to Smith, but that one's a little too high, Coach.
Yeah, they ran the slant, and, people don't understand. People don't understand how important splits are with wide receivers. And in the NFL and college, you study those. See, look at the big split. That means he's going to run a slant. So if you're the corner, you want to get yourself to an inside position. He's not going to run an out cut with a big split. Get yourself inside on your alignment so you can take away the slant by your positioning. People take big splits one of two reasons. One, if it's a running play, to get that corner out of the pitcher. Two, if it's a passing play, it's going to be an inside route.
2nd and 10 for the Wildcats.
Okay, good defensive series now by the Wildcats up to this point. It sets up a 3rd and long. Let's see if they can make something. They need a turnover. They've got to get something going here early in the second half.
Yards, now 3rd and 9.
And if you're at home, you want to join in on the conversation, social media is where it's at. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Use the hashtag PopWarnerSB. And, of course, the action streamed live on PopWarnerSuperBowl.com. All the games, all week. Now into championship weekend today and tomorrow. 3rd and 9. Wildcats up 18, letting that clock tick.
Spread formation. Now motion.
High snap, coach. And they'll go with the screen pass.
I think that was Damon Allen was the receiver. Yes, it was. That was really a well-designed play, but outstanding defense. That was a Tristan Hicks, number 16. A good pursuit, and they were ready for that. It's a matter of adjusting to all these different formations. We're seeing the spread formation now has made its way down to Pop Warner football. And the spread does one thing. The more speed you have on the field, it's a big advantage if you have the ability to spread things out. Good job, Damon.
Well, 4th down now for the Wildcats. They need 7 yards. They'll spread the field. And another high snap. Gilmore.
Wow.
And Gilmore will keep this one, and he'll pick up a big 1st down, Coach.
Second time in this game, they've had him clearly behind the backfield on a key just before the first half on their last touchdown. Again, put him in the spread. Shotgun snap. This is a quarterback sweep all the way. Missed tackle. There's the speed. Critical play. High snap. He handles it well. But just not enough speed. Now, he just takes that to the corner right from the get. Wow. He has been a huge factor in this game. And that was Giovanni Richardson that made the tackle for Far West. Boy, I can't emphasize enough. Those two plays have been really the difference in the game. That led to the score. That was the score at the very tail end of the first half, and that's a key 4th down conversion.
And Wildcats fresh set of downs. Another high snap, Coach. But I think the rush yards have the story for this game. Over 160 yards on the ground for the Wildcats, just 6 for the Tigers.
Emotionally, to your football team, that's devastating because you got him in 4th and long. You've got him in the backfield. You can't get him down. He converts the 4th down. Clock is running. You're down 18-0. Man, that's tough. That was, you saw number 44. That was Colin Aramian, the defensive line. He plays center for him. He's their snapper, by the way, and he is very good snapping the football.
2nd and 12. And Legend gonna break a couple of tackles and pick up much more than anticipated with the first Tiger contact.
Here's a mistake on defense by number 11, Malachi Hout, right there. See how he jumps inside? You had pursuit. You had people inside that were in position to make the play. He jumped inside. The back jumps back outside. You know, that's the key thing in football as coaches. We talk about discipline. Do your job. He should have kept his outside pad free. He was trying to make a play, but really he hurt his team when he jumped inside.
And with the extra effort from Legend, it's now 3rd and 2 for the Wildcats. Hardly Gilmore checked back into the game, and they got him out there blocking as the Wildcats. Coach going to pick up a first down, but there is a flag on the field.
Flag on the
That was so funny.
Pearson Jr. with
The late substitution was supposed to play right tackle, but Gilmore said, okay, I'll go play left tackle. You play it. Here, take a look at it right here. No, okay, I'll go do it. You play right tackle.
And third, he's just like, what's going on?
And that's the penalty. We got an illegal formation.
And Samuel Curry will talk.